Hello coolers, it's Pablo here and welcome back to a brand new video on Barça Universal. In today's video I've got a Barcelona December preview, and this is quite an interesting one because I wanted to essentially preview the entire month of December that Barcelona have coming up. We've got 8 massive games in total, and well really guys, we need several wins from these games. It's going to get really interesting, unbelievably busy. There are a lot of games to cover. I'm going to be previewing it all very briefly, going over the tests we've got this month, what we need to be seeing. So let's get started. And of course, we are going to be starting here with our next fixture, which of course is in the Champions League. It's actually away to FERENCVAROS there, over in Hungary, and that's going to come on the 2nd of December. That's the Wednesday evening. The preview for that game will be out tomorrow. But this should be an interesting game, guys, because you do think, are we going to be rotating more in this game? Is it going to be, again, a different sort of Barcelona? It shouldn't be a sort of game that we're all thinking, oh my goodness me, we've got to win this. This is a massive game. It's not that big of a game for Barcelona, certainly not in the complexion of this month, which is huge, especially in La Liga. But it is a game that you'd feel if we win, if we go away from home like we did in Dynamo, and we win the 3 points, then we're going to be in a great position to top that group. We've got to go there though, knowing, guys, not to underestimate FERENCVAROS. They damaged us at the Camp Nou. I thought they were overly, unlucky really to lose 5-1 at the end of the day. So look, for Barcelona, we've got to go there. I'd rotate a bit for sure, but let's get those 3 points, put ourselves in a good position, because ultimately we do want to be topping this group. And on the weekend comes a big game for Barcelona away in La Liga. And La Liga is the competition, of course, right now that we are massively focusing in. And it's away to CÁDIZ, guys. And this, you may feel, is a small game. It's not that significant. But CÁDIZ right now are above us in the league. They've had a really good season. And this will be a real tough test away from home. I'll tell you that for free, because CÁDIZ have looked really good so far this season. They're a promoted side. We all know that. But they're strong at home, that's for sure. They were really good last season in the Segunda. And they've certainly translated that form into the Primera this season, guys. Some really good results. Look no further than the away win against Real Madrid. So CÁDIZ, that's not going to be an easy away game. And for those of you thinking that it will be, we need to get that out of your minds. CÁDIZ certainly a good side in La Liga this season. They're above us right now in the league right now, for goodness sake. So look, for Barcelona, this is a crucial game. It's one we have to win. In La Liga right now, we know there's no margin for error. This game is the absolute same. It has to be 3 points. And my goodness me, it'd be a big one. And midweek after that CÁDIZ game is another really interesting game. It's Barcelona against Juventus. What should be an absolute cracker, you'd feel, coming back to the Camp Nou. What should be a great game. Of course, it would have been amazing if fans were there. Messi versus Ronaldo, is that finally going to go down? But this game is quite an interesting one because you'd feel it's a battle for top spot. When we saw the group get drawn, you saw Barca Juve on the last day, you thought that's going to be a big battle for top spot. However, if Barcelona have already beaten FERENCVAROS in the previous fixture, and say Juventus win as well, fine, I think Barcelona are going to have to lose at the Camp Nou about 3-0 really, if Juventus want to finish top of that group. So I think as long as Barcelona beat FERENCVAROS, this game has pretty little significance. And you do wonder, are both managers going to rotate? Juventus aren't exactly doing well in Serie A right now. We're not doing that well in La Liga, of course. We know that more than anyone. So will we just actually see 2 rotated sides in this one? It all depends on what happens in matchday 5 in the Champions League. But that Juventus game could have some big implications for the future, of course. We want to be finishing top of that group. And if we need to get a result against Juventus, I expect a strong team. On then to the weekend after, and this is a home fixture now for Barcelona, and maybe one of the most important weekends in La Liga for us. It's a home game to Levante. On paper, you'd feel it's a game Barcelona should be winning. It's a game, of course, we have to win. That same goes for almost every game in La Liga right now. But at home to Levante in the league, it should be comfortable for Barcelona. Put out a strong team, dominate the game, just like we did against Osasuna. Levante aren't looking that good this season. And this game becomes even bigger, guys, because of the other fixture this same weekend, and it's actually the Madrid derby. Atletico versus Real. Those two are going to be dropping points, either one of them, either both of them. That's huge for Barcelona. Those teams are going to be dropping points around us, and the same goes for this whole month actually. This weekend is huge because if we beat Levante and Atletico drop points, or if Real drop points, that's a big positive for us. But I look in the other weekends also, guys. We've had some bad fixtures earlier on in the season. Now we've got some better ones. As long as we win them this month, other teams around us are going to keep dropping points, and that's how we can climb up the table. And the fixtures do not stop, guys, because midweek we have an absolutely colossal fixture. It's Barcelona against Real Sociedad, and you La Liga fans, you guys of course will know, well, Real Sociedad are having an absolutely outstanding season. They look like a top team. I wouldn't say they're the best team. I think Atletico have that crown right now. But you'd say the second best are Real Sociedad. They're close there with Villarreal, but they've had a wonderful season so far. They look really good. And this is a seriously big game for Barcelona. This is an absolutely huge fixture in La Liga. It doesn't really get much bigger than this. It's going to be midweek. We're going to be catching up on some games here by playing Sociedad. And this is a massive, massive game for Barcelona. You feel if we win this one, that'll be a huge statement. That will get us right back towards the top of La Liga. If we keep winning games, guys, if we beat CÁDIZ, if we beat Levante, and then go on to beat Sociedad, we're getting there, guys. We really are. It's not, an overnight thing. We're far, far behind in La Liga, but these sorts of games against Sociedad, they're the ones we have to win, the 6-pointers. We've got to catch up on points at the Camp Nou at home to Sociedad. I back us to get them. It won't be an easy game. It'll be a massive game, in fact. But come on. And just 3 days later, guys, the fixture schedule really is relentless because it's Barcelona again at the Camp Nou, 4 games in a row now, at home to Valencia. Another good test, another good opposition coming over here to Catalonia. And you again say a win against Valencia would be a big, big win. I wouldn't say it has the same significance as the Sociedad game. Valencia right now, they're not a title candidate, that's absolutely for sure. They've had an older off-season, if you like, some odd transfers off the pitch, the president. Things aren't exactly going well at Valencia, but they're always a competitive team. You saw that, the 4-1 win over Real Madrid. They nearly got something against Atletico on the weekend. So Valencia, we know they're a good team. They like it against the big guns as well. And you feel if we beat Sociedad, if we beat Valencia in the space of 3 days, it will be a big confidence boost for Barcelona. It really would. But on the flip side of that, guys, it is all in 3 days, and you're looking at the fixtures we've got, and I'm just saying, it's every 3 days there's a game. Barcelona have got to make sure we rest in some of these fixtures, and that could risk us points. We've got to make sure we get it right. I've been impressed with Koeman's management of the players so far this season. The likes of Messi, Jordi Alba, all of the other older players, they've got to be getting time out from time to time, and you look at the Champions League for that, really. In the league, we've got to be getting maximum points. And again, guys, it's a 3-day gap between all the games, as it is in these sorts of Christmas periods. And it's actually just before Christmas where our next game in the month would come, and that would be away to Valladolid. A sort of fixture that you think on paper, look, Barcelona playing Valladolid, that'll be a comfortable 3-0 win. But I think us Barcelona fans know, away from home, this sort of fixture, the players will be a little bit fatigued. There's not a lot of rest. It's game after game. It's an away game in the winter. It has a draw or a loss written all over it. And for Barcelona, it's all about going there and doing a professional job. It really isn't those sorts of fixtures. It's a sort of game that you win, that you look back on at the end of the season if you've won the league and think that's what we did the title. And that's what Barcelona have got to do here. We've got to go out there and be ruthless, win that game. You'd hope Valladolid would also be tired after a tough fixture schedule, and they don't exactly have a squad, you'd say, to deal with that like Barcelona do. So, look, I say to the team, go there, get your focused mindset on, and get those 3 points. That would be huge on top of what already was a relentless schedule. And then there is just one final game, the 8th and final game in December, what is an absolutely crazy month. We do have about a week to 8 days rest over Christmas. The players can go and spend some time with their families, but they will be back in training, you'd imagine, 2-3 days before this EIBAR game at home. It's not officially confirmed the date of it yet, but we're expecting it to be the end of December, so it will come under this bracket, if you like, in terms of months. And it's a home game to EIBAR, and I think whenever I see these sort of fixtures, I say Barcelona are comfortable in them. Against EIBAR, we have a really impressive record. We barely even concede goals to them. We usually get big victories at both the Camp Nou and away from home at Iparralda. And for Barcelona, it has to be one of those comfortable victories. It's the sort of game that you'd say to round off the year, we can get a big win in. And on top of the massive fixtures we've already got, this will be a nice more 3 points. It's all about racking up those wins time after time, like we got against Osasuna there. We've got to get more and more of those as the month goes on. And I know I'm saying this for every game, but it's got to be a win. That's the situation Barcelona are in. If I'd say to drop points anywhere, it'd be to Juventus really on that final day, as long as we've beaten FERENCVAROS the week before. Other than that, in La Liga, it has to be all wins really, it really does. And that is where this video is going to come to an end. Again, leave all your thoughts down below on what is a crazy month coming up for Barcelona. Also, a really important month. I'm really looking forward to it. There's a lot of football coming up, and that's exciting, guys. It is going to get tough. It certainly is. There's relentless games, and now we've already got big injuries, especially in defence. But Koeman's got to use that squad. He's got to rotate carefully. And most importantly, guys, he's got to make sure we get a lot of wins in this month. I cannot reiterate that enough. We're already really far behind in La Liga. If we want to be making ground, we've got to be winning game after game after game. You look at the Sociedad and Valencia games in quick succession. Those have to be big wins because those are the 6 pointers really, especially that Sociedad game. It is massive. So for Barcelona, we need a big couple of wins here. It is going to be a huge month, and I'm going to be bringing you guys all the content for it on the channel. You can catch all the previews, all the reviews on Barca Universal. So drop a like, comment down below at what you guys are expecting ahead of this massive month for Barca, and of course subscribe for all of the daily content on this channel. I'll see you guys very soon. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. It's been Pablo for Barca Universal, and goodbye.